The Joe Rogan Experience. Parody.
Hello, everybody. This is Joe Rogan, and welcome to the Rogan Effect. Effect. What am I talking about? Welcome to the Rogan Experience, and I have a very special guest on tonight's program. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Jordan Peterson. Hey, Mr. Peterson. How you doing, sir?
Oh, it's all my pleasure. I enjoy being on your show. And that's Dr. Jordan Peterson, by the way.
Oh, it's no problem. No problem. And what exactly are you a doctor of, Mr. Peterson?
Well, I have PhDs in psychology and parapsychology. So, tell me, Mr. Rogan, what exactly are we doing here? Anyway, my God, man, I had acid reflux and nearly choked to death. I had one of those weird ass hiccup burp thingies because I had some habanero peppers. And man, I tell you what, it got down into my lungs and I started to choke. My eyes are still watering from them bastards.
Wow, yeah, you really got to be careful. The habanero peppers are really any kind of hot peppers is going to be in your esophagus. Oh, man, I said that kind of weird, but yeah, you got to take it easy on that shit, you know? In fact, they asked me to go on Hot Ones, and I said, I can't do that, man. I'd die of acid reflux.
Okay, well, what kind of show we have for these fine folks here tonight? Oh boy, I tell you, it's kind of hot in here. It seems like everything cranked up as soon as I opened my mouth, started talking. And then, of course, you over there, Joe Rogan, you just won't shut your fucking yap. But that's okay. It's your show, though. I'm just saying. So, what's on your mind, Joseph? Do you have maybe perhaps a pretty good experience with the world and how things are hanging, you know?
You know, I've been thinking a lot about squeaky ducks and crazy sand and helicopters. I just wonder, you know, what does it feel like to be a kid that weighs over 460 pounds? Would you know what that feels like? Do we even know what that feels like?
I wouldn't know what it feels like to be a man of did you say man or a little kid? Oh, you said little kid. A little kid of a 420-pound stature. I would like to know what they know to know what I know so that you could know what you know, you know? I mean, it's just burning chests, the stomach upset. It's just, you want to take young men out fishing and hiking and throwing the old pigskin around. Look, I never had my father around when I was growing up. He was so busy. There was 9 of us kids, and he had a minimum wage job trying to support all 9 of us. And this is back before we left Ireland. And I remember we were in Ireland starting off, and we were poor. We had potato sacks for pants and, God, just everything else, you know? It was the crazy years. You ever hear the Wonder Years? Yeah, well, this was the crazy years.
I think the crazy years came out before the wonder years, actually. I had a publicist at one time that published a book if I'm not mistaken, called The Crazy Year. What's so crazy about this book is that it actually tells the story of a man with like 5 sons, and then he met a woman with.
Yes, and that's where the concept of my 3 sons came out. You know, remember that? My 3 sons, they are really fun. The third one, though, he's kind of dumb. Yes, my 3 sons, they toss a ball. Look out, there goes Uncle Charlie, you're gonna fall. Do you remember that show? Now I'm going to talk like I'm from Ireland, which I am, Joseph. Oh, yes, as Irish are a proud bunch. We love to eat potatoes and dance with beer on our hands. And I drinks lots of whiskey. Yeah, never mind. Not as keen about all that, but you see what happens, Slow Joe, when people make up stereotypes?
That is the most messed up thing I've ever heard. The most racist thing that I've ever heard. And I've had the Ku Klux Klan Grand Wizard on my show. I mean, come on. You know it's pretty bad when you got the Grand Ku Klux Wizard on your show and Jordan Peterson said the most racist thing.
Oh, come on. That wasn't the most racist thing you've ever had on your show. Remember the time that you had that one guy on here and he was talking really bad shit about Italians, brother. I'll tell you what, have having leeches attached inside your ear while you're giving someone a wet willy is the biggest of your worries. That I'm a shoe-in, man. There's leeches all over your body. You ought to be ashamed. You ought to be ashamed and appalled at yourself. Let me drink this here soda. Whoa. Ah. Now that's a Coke Zero.
Well, the Battle Creek Boys. Do you remember the Battle Creek Boys? They'd be high-fiving all the way up to Harlem, man. And they ain't just mess around either. They loved high-fiving. They would come up to me and slap me a high five on the side, on the sly, in the pie, put your finger in the hole, and thanks for cleaning my toilet bowl. Oh, man.
No, I don't remember the Battle Creek Boys, but I can remember sitting in my grandparents' living room on a Saturday evening, not night shift, but in the evening. And it would be the weekend that my mom and stepdad would have me. Because you see, I was raised by my grandparents, and I would go visit my mom every weekend. And it was one of those weekends, and I remember it was the very first time I saw Super Mario Brothers 2, and it was at a video rental place called Pooh's Video. And I remember the first time renting a video game ever. I think that was Super Mario Brothers 2. And I remember the case that came in, you know, the clear case with the sticker on it. Man, those were the days. Whatever happened to renting video games?
Oh, yeah, there's nothing like going to the video rental store on a Saturday night, renting 5 WrestleManias, 6 Steven Seagal movies, and Super Mario Brothers 2 on the regular OG Nintendo NES. Oh, boy, a rainy night, renting a bunch of movies and video games, held to the year.
Well, I'm going to get up and walk around your studio for a little bit, stretch those legs. Man, I sure do love going for a walk. You know, Walking is the greatest exercise on earth. You know that, Joe? You can just walk anywhere from any place. And it's, hey, yo, don't touch that ribbon. What the hell's the matter with you? I said, no, touch that ribbon. Wonderful place on earth, Joe. Oh, look, I just opened my refrigerator. Better hope that bologna is still good. Oh, thank God the bologna is good right now. There's steak meat in there too. All right, chill. I'm gonna put this here down and drain my noodles. Gee, there's the water. See, John, I'm draining my noodles. Not my dessert, but my fucking noodles. Hold on, they smashed against there's whoa! Did you hear? Oh, did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear that? Do you like it?
No, I want to know the backstory to that horn on top of your head. I mean, how the heck did you even get that in there? Anyway, I said anyway. How did you enjoy your trip? You had a trip here recently. I believe it was to Paris.
Oui, Monsieur Rogan. Yes, I went to Paris and I climbed the Eiffel Tower and I saw the Mona Lisa, of course. And what else did I do? I went fishing in the lake Lelbourne, and I caught a bunch of fish that night, I can tell you. I visited the Church of Babylonian. I made a bologna sandwich because, quite frankly, their food over there just sucks. Joe, is the most rottenest, horriblest, no good for nothing lousy food that you'd ever want to eat your whole entire life. Let me tell you that stinky cheese, stinky sausage, stinky bread, even. And the bread was so hard that when I bite into it, it chipped one of my cavities out of my head. It's a tooth, it's got a cavity in it, if you know what I mean. And boy, they do not shower because they have BO out of this world. It's enough BO to kill Satan. Um, so Paris isn't as glamorous as they make it seem to be, Joe.
You know, I had a song about Paris at one time, and it goes like this. The London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. The London Bridge is falling down 'cause Jordan Peterson farted. What do you think about that, Mr. Peterson?
You know what? I used to let things like that roll off my back. And I would also, today, to this very day, I'll let stuff like that just roll off my back. Stuff doesn't bother me anymore because what is the ultimate purpose of getting angry with somebody? It doesn't do any good. It sets you up to look like the fool, and it just adds more stress to your life. So what I'll do is I'll pull a person to the side and I will talk to him for an amount of time and actually outwit the person. And that's what you've got to do. That's how you win an argument, Joseph, my good friend. And you know what? I don't know if I'm going to get up and have a can of raviolis or if I'm going to fry some bologna in the microwave. What option would you go with, Broseph? Oh, I was thinking, I know it's your turn to talk as much as it is mine. I was sitting there thinking, What do people do when they're at the stoplights and it's a red light? Do they sit there and let the sound of music just flow through their heads? Are they thinking about the last time they sipped margaritas on the beach naked with a beautiful woman? Or are they thinking about, geez, Louise, I wish this damn light would change already so I can get the fuck out of here? Because when you think about it, a traffic light is no place to daydream and have philosophical questions. So, man, all of a sudden, I just got a headache. I don't know why. But, you know, when a beaver passes out onto the roadway, do people stop and look at it? No, of course not. But the point is, and you got to listen sharply to the point. Never, never stick anything sharp inside your ear. It could perforate your eardrum.
You meant perforate the eardrum, which doesn't sound right either now that I think about it. Perforate? Oh, but anyway, I'm always sticking like Q-tips inside of my ears, man. It's the only way to be. You know, they say, you know, flush it out with warm water or hold a candle wax to your ear. Well, all you're doing is getting more wax inside your ear. I mean, for real, man, no one thought the gargoyles would come to life.
Joe, you sound like a monster. Like the Cookie Monster. Nom, 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 nom. I bet you probably lift 100 pounds each with one arm, like dumbbell curls. Probably even more than that. I don't know. I'm no weightlifter guy. But one thing I do know is that the human body was not meant to lay around or to sit or bend over. We're all supposed to be lifting with our arms and our asses, not our backs. And, you know, that's why 50 years later, when you take a look at a person and they're all riddled with pain, their muscles are sore all the time, they ache, their knees shake when they walk. It's because they were doing everything their whole life all wrong. You know, there's a certain way to do things, and oh my foot, you gotta do things those ways. Do you hear a fan going off in the background? I think I have a fan running in the background. Is it interrupting my voice?
I don't know about interrupting your voice, but it's definitely given a weird, I'm in my 50s, I gotta go to bed at 9 o'clock kind of vibe. You know what's weird is like people that eat pickles straight out of the jar. I never got that. Like, if I'm going to eat my pickles, I'm going to have to take them out of the jar, put them on a paper plate, and put little toothpicks in them.
You're not a big fan of the pickle juice. I get it. And it's like, I used to work at McDonald's and we had to have our hands inside pickle barrels all day long. We had this great big giant pickle barrel, or maybe it was Burger King. I think it was when I worked at Burger King. I was earning my PhD in parapsychology and working at McDonald's to pay the bills, you know what I mean? And anyway, so I reached down into the jar, or the barrel, and I have this container, and it's a metal container, and you fill the metal container with pickles. Now, let me explain something to you about pickles. Pickles go on our cheeseburgers, our double cheeseburgers, our double quarter pounders, our regular quarter pounders. And when the McRib is in style, we put 3 pickles on the McRib, and we put 1 single pickle on a fish fillet sandwich. Which is weird because it gets tartar sauce and cheese at the same time. Now, I'll tell you what would be really cool if they put onions on the fish fillet sandwich and then tartar sauce.
Now, I don't mean to interrupt you or anything like that, but I do believe that a man once said that 2 pounds of pennies in the hand is worth 3 in the bush. And I looked at bushes everywhere. Rose bushes, sticker bushes, shrub bushes, and even I've even looked inside pussy bushes, but I can't find anything anywhere. Oh, no, not him again. Look, wait, don't come in here. Now's not the time for this. I am trying to interview Jordan Peterson. What the fuck are you doing?
Don't mind me. I'm just fishing for snacks. Just fishing for snacks in here. Oh, well, who could this be? Is it Jordan Peterson? Hello, Dr. Jordan Peterson. You see, at least I was polite enough to call you doctor. Well, Dr. Peterson, I gotta tell you, I am the co-host, and Joe should have told you about me.
No, don't do that. Come on, man. Don't ruin the show. So, Mr. Peterson, or Dr. Peterson, I should say, do you enjoy cooking? You seem like a guy that might have some cooking tips. I don't know. I love cooking. And I'll tell you one thing I love cooking, boy, and that's wild game. I love my Mises the pieces. I mean mooses. Is it mooses or moose?
Well, I'll tell you one thing I learned when I was in Operation Desert Storm is how to cook. And it becomes a necessity. However, especially if you don't have a significant other, man or woman, doesn't matter, I don't care. But look, here's the point. I am a very specific cook. I cook lamb chops, I cook Wellington. Oh, and by the way, Gordon Ramsay one time invited me in his kitchen to cook with him. Now, he taught me a few things. So yes, you better damn well believe. You better damn well bloody believe that I like to cook. And quite frankly, I like to cook on TV shows for people in front of an audience and everything. No, I'm just kidding about that last part, but I do love to cook though.
You never did answer my question. Rather, it was moose or mooses. I'll tell you, man. Wild game is a lot better for you. It's good on the It's got no cholesterol. No cholesterol. What? Am I Chinese now? Cholesterol. It's low cholesterol.
You know why you said cholesterol like that, don't you? Cholesterol. See, now you got me doing it. But you know why you said it like that, don't you?
Don't you say it. Don't you dare say it.
Oh, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. It's because you're from China. China. Get it? There. I am full, boy. I just ate a whole glass bowl full of spaghetti with Salisbury steak and green beans on top. Put some soy sauce in that motherfucker. Hopla.
Joseph, did I tell you about the time that I hung out with Don King? It was me and Mr. King, and I believe Paul Barisol. Yeah, Paul Barisol. Anyway, Paul Barisol was the one that I designed my look after, you know, with the suit and necktie and the vest, the fancy vest that goes over the necktie and whatnot. Yeah, Paul Barisol was a very snazzy dresser. And that's in my book, by the way, about dressing snazzy. And it's called Dress for the Job You Want, Not for the One that You Can Get. So that was basically, I think it's chapter 11 in my book on, I'm going to say page 34. Almost towards the end of the very last page. It's about 50 pages long, and man, do I say a lot of stuff in it.
Man, I love Patrick Star. Hey, what's that on the floor? Is that a Patrick Star Halloween costume? Oh, I'm gonna put this shit on, boy. I'll tell you what. Hey, Joe, why don't you go ahead and close on the show tonight? I'm trying to squeeze my fat ass into this Patrick Star Halloween costume.
Donald, what the hell? What does it matter with you? Oh my God. Folks, he's seriously putting on the costume. I don't believe it. We need to end the show, Donald. You're over there screwing around. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to end the show. Folks, don't forget to subscribe today. E-Bros AI Parody Voice Channel. And I hope you've liked this program. This has been Joe Rogan.
Joe, don't you dare do my thing. I'm gonna do my thing, chicken wing. Let me tell you something, buddy boy. This is Donald J. Trump. I approve this message. And don't forget to subscribe to the Hebrew channel. God bless America and good night, everyone. And one more thing. Do. I did it, Joe.
Donald, let's hear your best Patrick Star impression. I just want to hear it just one time before we go bye-bye.
Hey, SpongeBob! You want to go get some ice cream down at the local pantry? Oh, man. I just hurt my toe. Oh, wait. I don't have a toe.
Oh man, that was perfect. And he's wearing the Patrick Star costume. That is just hilarious. I have to laugh. What are you doing in there? Okay, you got just 5 more minutes. Sorry, guys, my son is in there playing baseball on his Xbox 360. What's that? Oh, no, it's the Xbox One. Xbox One. Sorry, fellas. But anyway, it's been good being on your show, Joe. And when you know it's time to go, I got to get up early in the morning to teach some, what is it? Some guy's wife how to cook. So I'll talk to you later. Don't get eaten by an alligator.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but ladies and gentlemen, yes, sir. I'm going to be like Pontius Pilate and give everyone a thumbs down, but I want you to be like Eddie LeBrock from the Hateful Eight and give us a thumbs up. A thumbs up. Good night, everybody. See you next time.
Yeah, that was a long
That's all, folks. Chocolate chip.
Generated by Revoice.